I'm almost at my 2 weeks with the Liposomal Glutathione, and I'm not going to make a video on how I make it because right now I'm kind of cheating. One of the women, she has inflammation in her brain. She has some type of disease, and so that's why she takes glutathione. She makes liposomal because it gets into her bloodstream, while taking it orally, not as much gets there. And so yeah, I follow her little blog, and there's another person who makes liposomal vitamin C. I think they are a cancer patient. Both of those, two separate people are saying that you can put all of the ingredients, the lecithin, the glutathione, the distilled water, in a blender, blend it all up for like 7 to 8 minutes depending on the batch. That works just as well as using a supersonic cleaner. And I'm trying that first, so I'm gonna give it a month of doing it that way. So far I'm almost to 2 weeks. I'm not even to 2 weeks, full weeks. This Sunday will make 2 full weeks of doing it this way, and I'm still kind of messing around with the measurements. So far I think in one batch of the glutathione it has like 108,000 milligrams, and I'm taking 9 tablespoons a day. So I take 3 tablespoons in the morning, 3 tablespoons in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna give it a full month, and then yeah, if within that month I feel like I need to buy the supersonic cleaner and do it that way, then I will. It's just, with the supersonic cleaner, with how much money I've already spent, I really didn't want to buy, make another big purchase if I didn't have to. Because of course, I was doing the pills first before I bought it in bulk. I got so much glutathione, like seriously, I've got so much so that some days I take some just by the mouthful, just because, like, I'm kind of worried that it's gonna go bad, the longer time goes on. Like, I'm set for months and I only have half a kilo, so please do it that way. I paid about $126, so yeah, start off that way. Don't waste your money. Well, I don't know, you can use the pills if you want to, but anyways, that's just what I'm doing now. Of course, the way I'm getting it into my system is a little different. If I would have just started buying it in bulk to begin with, then yeah, I would have already had my supersonic cleaner. But some people were saying that with supersonic cleaner you have to like have it running like for 30 minutes or longer, and depending on how big the batch is. So if you're making like a batch with, like, let's say 4 to 6 cups of the distilled water with your blend in it, then yeah, it's gonna take like 30 minutes or so to do it all at once. If you have like a smaller batch of like 1 to 2 cups, you can get away with 14 minutes. If you have a high powered blender, you can get away with 7 to 8 minutes. But we still don't know if it's working, but I'm making another video on liposomal. I'm swimming in the glutathione. I got so much glutathione. I mean, it's coming out my ass. I've even taken to adding it to my enemas, to my coffee enemas, which I'm about to do one, though I don't need it. Since I started on my MSM, like, I'm staying regular. I've also been eating lots of fruit, watermelon, like every morning, like a huge bowl of it, which has lots of water, and it just helps you with keeping your lady parts nice and fresh, but also with just hydrating my body. So I am good on the bathroom and keep myself cleaned out. That's why I haven't felt like I needed to do an enema. So I haven't done an enema since I started MSM, and that's been like 2 to 3 weeks ago. So I'm gonna get back on that. I'm gonna make a video about it. But anyways, one of the first videos I ever watched, it was from one of those health nuts, and he was putting all types of stuff in his enema. It was coffee enema. He was trying to think of all the supplements. I feel like he put iodine in it. He was putting glutathione in it. All types of stuff in this enema, and I don't do all that. Usually I just I don't know if I should make an enema video, because I make my coffee in the Keurig. I add some distilled water. I put it in my enema, and yeah, it works fine for me. But anyways, now that I have so much glutathione, I've been putting it into the enema as well, which you have to understand in enema, because you're doing like 4 cups or more of water, and all that water has to come back out. So your body, my body physically, I can only get through 15 to 20 minutes of holding it in, if that. Some days it's like, oh my gosh, 8-10 minutes I'm running to the bathroom. But anyways, I'm just saying that not all of it's going to get absorbed. So if you're doing an implant, you're only using half a teaspoon of water, so it absorbs. And really, even if you're doing an implant, even leaving it in for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and let's say you just, I don't know, you have to have a bowel movement, then it's okay. Having it in for that amount of time is long enough for you to get the nutrients. That's what the people who did the clinical tests on the cannabis oil said, that usually it takes about 15 minutes of doing the implant for it to get into the blood system. So yeah, if you just felt like you needed to go to the bathroom, but when I was doing the rectal implants, I found that I could just leave it in for hours. Like I was fine. It wasn't until I switched to buying the glutathione powder in bulk. I don't know, there's just no fillers in it, it's just pure glutathione. That's when I found that like it was uncomfortable for me to put it on my butt. It was too strong. But you can still get away with doing it if it's in a lot of water. But if you got it in a lot of water, then of course now we're back to, it's kind of an enema. It's gonna make you go to the bathroom, which defeats the purpose. Anyways, but if you're swimming in the glutathione, then you can be generous with it and you can add it to your enema. And you know, it doesn't matter that you're about to go let it all out in the toilet 15 minutes later. Just let it do its thing. So that's where I'm at right now with the glutathione. All of you who are on this mission as well, highly recommend buying it in bulk first, because that's going to be easier on you and you don't feel like this is such, you know, a financial responsibility, because it is, if you're trying to do it the pill way. But if you got money like that, then go you. But if you don't, then buy it in bulk. And number 2, I would not give up on your glutathione journey. If you feel like you're not seeing any results, I wouldn't give up on it until 3 to 4 months. I don't think 3 months is long enough for, if you're going from my skin tone, what I started with, and trying to get to a high yellow, 3 months isn't long enough. I mean, I'm on my 2nd month and probably 1 week right now. As you see, I'm not high yellow. So, you know, it's gonna take until probably my 4th month for us to see like, wow, like, you know, gets all the red out. Right now you can still see some of the red on the darker parts. Of course you got my stretch marks. Of course those are light, but anyways, I'm just saying, like, this takes a long time. You're going from the inside out. This is not like an acid peel where your skin is flaking off and you have new skin popping up each time you do it. Like, no, this is, I mean, it's a natural way, but it's a gentle way, and you just really have to give it time. So I'm kind of laughing. I was laughing at myself earlier this morning because I was just so impatient. I wasn't giving it enough time. And you know, even doing weekly comparisons, don't even do weekly comparisons. Like, you're not gonna see that big of a change in a week. Now, if you're using a topical, then, you know, yeah, you should be able to see some type of glowing, some type of brightening. The intimate cream that I was using for the nips and the down there, it is drying. So I was peeling. So of course that's why those areas lightened up so freaking fast, which I have not repurchased it. I bought some of the ingredients and I'm making my own, and I'm testing out the mixture. So if I start to revert back, I'll let you guys know. If it continues to work, then I'll let you know more about that at a later date. But right now it's too soon. So that's why we haven't done a Liposomal tutorial on how to make it, because it's too soon. I'm not gonna make a video if I don't know this stuff even works. So that's that. What else do I want to say? These lying ass photos. Okay, I don't know what type of phone you guys have, but I know when I had Android, I noticed that even in the regular camera, it would kind of, I don't want to say distort my figures, but it would smooth some stuff out. So I looked a little different on camera if I was just taking a picture, if I was taking a video. than I noticed I did in other cameras. iPhone, if I'm using a front-facing camera, I feel like it's a little lighter, it's a little brighter. They make it, you know, they make it to where you want to take pictures. Using the back-facing camera and having it far away, that is a good way to tell what you truly look like, what your skin tone truly looks like. I'm so thankful for this picture because I barely ever take full body photos, and I'm so glad that I did this and I took this photo, because I was looking at it and okay, your mind will try to screw you up on this journey. Like some days it's gonna be like, oh, you're getting so light, girl. Other days it's gonna be like, this shit ain't working, you're spending hundreds of dollars. Like, it's gonna mess with you. It is like this. This is a little tougher than what I thought, though I made it hard on myself by going the wrong route. But anyways, we fixed that. But you know, look at this picture, okay? So obviously I'm next to a white girl, and in my head I was like, you know what, I think it's just bad lighting. I think, you know, it's just a little darker. I wasn't truly that dark because, you know, I never see my body like that. So seeing it in a picture, you know, it was kind of shocking. But the more I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know, all right, so then why is it the white skin that's next to me, why isn't that looking dark? You know, like why isn't that looking, you know, that color? Like, you know, you're seeing yourself in all of these different filters and these front-facing cameras, which help bring the light in, and of course you're up really close, which makes it adjust its lens. And so I don't feel like we truly see ourselves for what we really are. So yeah, out in broad daylight on a beach, I was able to see myself. And then I went through some other pictures. I dug out an old, I guess I was a small child here, toddler, child, probably kid. I don't know how old I was, but anyways, you know, you can see my skin tone. This was before puberty hit, and then I had acne, and then I told you guys that the Proactive that I was on, that definitely bleached out my face. It bleached out my my towels and everything. But the tretinoin cream, which is just Retin-A. Retin-A is like, it's a more expensive, it's more like a brand, but it still does the same thing. I've been on that for a while now, so I think that's also why my face is staying so white, because I was on that long before I knew anything about glutathione, even before I was on any type of skincare journey. It was just for my acne, because I have bad acne and my dermatologist prescribed it. But I found myself on an MSM. Someone made an MSM blog, which I think it's an interesting read. I'll link it down below. You might learn something, but some of the information is just like, I'll see for myself. But anyways, she was saying that tretinoin creams, or retinoid creams, they will lighten you up quick. But this cream, I'll get it and I'll show it to you guys. This isn't the type of thing that you can put all over your body. Like, it's just made for, you know, like your face. I put it on my chest, the places where I get really bad acne, and my back. But it is harsh. It is harsh. It is going to make your skin peel. It's going to be noticeable. I couldn't hide the peeling on my face. It was embarrassing. And if you scratch yourself, like, it's kind of like Differin is also retinoid. If you scratch yourself even gently, you're gonna see a red mark. Like, it is harsh on the skin, but it works if you are struggling with acne. So so there's that. So I don't recommend using it all over your body. Like, you know how much of this you'd have to go through, but for acne and stuff like that, I didn't know that it also lightened up. That's what I'm trying to get at. I didn't know that. So now we know why my skin is so damn, you know, different than the rest of my body. And my chest is brighter too, and these are the places that I put it on, where I would get the worst acne. Oh yeah, back to the pictures. That's just what my skin really looks like. I was too used to front-facing cameras, Snapchat, filters, and everything like that. And then look, I found this picture too. I had brightened it up. Same picture, I brightened it up, and I don't know if I ever posted it anywhere, but I just thought that was funny. I was so used to seeing myself in a different light that even when a true picture was taken of me from the back-facing camera and my friend took it, I I wanted to lie to myself. And you can't lie to yourself. Here's another picture, which again, I'm in an elevator, which it has dim lighting, but I was like, it just has to be bad lighting, and no, bitch. It's not bad lighting. Here's me just in the bathroom at the tennis courts. I mean, my excuse for all these pictures was always, it was bad lighting, and so, you know, I put the Snapchat filter on it, or I'd you know, do whatever, put up the exposure. Be careful with DSLR cameras. I just checked mine. I had it set up, I had that exposure up high, and I also had it set to like this yellowish tone. I might be able to do it on this camera too. Right now, this camera, I just have it on just auto. I didn't mess with anything. I always make sure that the exposure is on 0, and we're in natural lighting. We're not right in front of the window, but I'm off into kind of a corner. But I don't know. You can tell sometimes the lighting outside will change because, you know, it's Florida, there's clouds. So sometimes I'll look a little brighter, sometimes I'll look a little darker. But anyways, I still feel like this is a good, as close to real life as to what my skin really looks like. It hasn't even been 3 months, so it's like, what am I complaining about? Because I feel like I've come so far. And yeah, probably for my 3-month update, I'll need to go outside and have someone take a picture of me in broad daylight with the back facing camera standing away from me, so we can truly get a good look at my skin, and we can stop lying at ourselves. But damn, this video is almost 20 minutes, so I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted to show you guys those pictures. And you know, if you find yourself scrolling through your camera roll and you're saying, oh, but I was lighter here, look at this right here, I look so much whiter, this is making me darker, or you know, your mind is gonna be telling you one thing, but we rarely have pictures or video of what we truly look like. So sometimes you're comparing yourself to what you don't really look like. So if you're next to someone who has pale skin, compare it to them. If you're trying to say, oh, it's bad lighting, like, no, look at the girl next to you. Look at the girl next to you. Like, it's not bad lighting. So stop trying to make excuses, and stop with the overexposure or trying to get right in front of the window, you know, and tweaking pictures, because you're just lying to yourself. And if you start your journey, it's hard to compare because you're always messing with the photos. So thankfully I have these raw images, and I'm able to see. And then of course, you know, there's some baby photos, but some of my baby photos make me look like yellow, and it's like, I have other pictures where I'm like dark. So that's all I had to say.